Okay, so first you want to get a little tub of water here, kind of like what you see right here. This originally was hot water. I got it just from like a hot water dispenser, much like what you would make tea out of. And I mix it with some pretty gentle dishwashing soap. Anyway, you just take the rocks and do a little bit of cleaning with the toothbrush. And what that does is it helps get some of that surface contaminant away, such as the clay or the sand, the silt. Anyway, that'll make them look a little bit pretty. Like this piece right here, this is a piece of rose quartz, and just soaking it helped clean it up pretty nice. But you can tell the water definitely is murky. It was once clear, but very pretty rocks in here. You know, you can see right there. I think this is jasper. I'll have to double check, but if you were to tumble any of these, it would look stunning. These are what you would consider non-gemstone quality or non-jewelry quality rocks. A lot of people do turn quartzes into necklaces, but they, as you can tell, this one has a lot of fractures, and it's just not going to cut very friendly. You have to be very gentle with it once you're getting into the lapidary work. So what I do is, after I take the toothbrush, a little bit of dish soap and some water, take it to each rock, is I move to a nice cold clear water and I rinse it. Right here, this interesting looking rock that we found is a sodalite. Pretty. I don't know if you can tell, but that is a dark blue with white in the middle. It's kind of marbled. That cleaned up nice. Here's another piece of really beautiful quartz. I mean, just look at how prismatic that is. And you can see this piece here. It's got a little bit of different hue compared to that one. I'm not really sure. This one may be, you know, it's tough to say. It may be citrine. Anyway, that's not really the purpose of this video. This one's really pretty. You can kind of see it's got a greenish tint to it. That might make a nice little stone. The purpose of this video is to show you how to clean these rocks, or even if they're more simple, like, you know, when I showed you this one. This is more like what you would find on the side of the road, but hey, it's kind of cool colored. You want some cool rocks. You want to tumble them, but you want to start easy. So what you move into after is household cleaning agents. As you can see, I got a lot of caustic ones here. You got Windex with ammonia, cleaning vinegar, hydrogen peroxide, more friendly than maybe the others. Brillo Snowball. It doesn't have to be particularly these brands, but I'm going to talk about that in a second. BARKEEPERS Friend. Okay, so what each of these, the purpose of them is, so Zud, or BARKEEPER Friends cleansers, contains oxalic acid. Warm or hot solutions will remove iron stains and are helpful with clay deposits. These cleaners can be used with toothbrush or on sturdy surfaces. So a little bit of that right there will really clean up those problems with the rocks that you really need to clean up, the clay or the mud that's just caked on. All right, moving on. So the Snowball. All right, so this is a toilet cleaner, and the reason I chose this particular one is it has hydrochloric acid. That's pretty nasty stuff, so you want to make sure you're wearing gloves when you're handling it and in a well-ventilated area. What that does is it dissolves calcite rapidly. After treating anything with an acid, rinse very carefully and soak in ample fresh or distilled water for a while to leach out any acid remaining in the crystal seams and fractures. You can then follow up with a final soak in a dilute Windex to help neutralize any remaining trace acids. All right, let's move on to the vinegar. This is kind of nature's natural cleaner. A lot of people use this to clean their bathroom, the shiny parts. There's so many uses I can't even begin to start, but for this particular one, vinegar, acetic acid, soda water, colas, carbonic and phosphoric acids, which are similar to this vinegar, will slowly etch out every delicate fossils in limestone. So if you have something that you want to carve out of limestone, get out of the limestone, this would be great. You know, this one is kind of a all-in-all cleaner, so you can test it on anything, but just make sure if you start to see a lot of bubbles coming from your stone, it may be dissolving rather quick, and you want to watch that. Make sure it doesn't over dissolve the rock that you want to keep. All right, so moving on a little bit more, I do want to note that BARKEEPERS, friends, will also help dissolve iron stains and clean up those rocks that are just stained red, and you know they're not supposed to be red, like in the cracks and whatnot. That'll help you with that. Okay, so Windex. We kind of talked about that. It has to have ammonia, but a good clay deposit remover and final surface cleanup. Works well with ultrasonic cleaners. Rinse with plain water. All right, guys, so those are some of the very easy, cheap little products you can buy without having to spend all that money on polishing equipment and all that, and this will help you clean up real nice. And then the good old hydrogen peroxide. You're probably wondering what that does. You use this to remove manganese stains, and then you just rinse it with plain water. Well, you might have to Google what is a manganese stain, because I had to. I wasn't really sure what the heck that looked like. Anyway, I just started messing around with this. I really hope that this information was useful, and I can do a follow-up video after this to show you maybe how some of this stuff turned out. I mean, just look at that one right there. A little bit of purple and greenish haze. That one make a pretty cool necklace. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this and are excited to see what I come up with. I'm gonna take these bowls right here and throw this chemistry set into them. Cool. All right, guys, any questions, just go ahead and ask.